Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of WWCheese. I am your host, Papa Cheesy. Backlash 2018. I don't really give a shit about the pre-show, so let's go. We start off with our Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins, taking on the Awesome Miz in what is, without a doubt, the best match of the show. They told a beautiful story of violence, which is what I look for in wrestling. Seth Rollins won. Good job, buddy. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. At the end of the day, this whole story has been about how Alexa is a bully and how Nia has to overcome that. And I really feel like the best way to do that would have been to have Nia just completely squash Alexa. But instead we have to put up with like 20 minutes of very awkward wrestling. We have Nia Jax cut the most scripted promo of all time, where she just happens to say, "Be a star. Philanthropy. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, WWE. Marketing 2018. The United States Champion Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton." You know, it's 2018, and we all kind of accept that wrestling isn't as real as they would like you to think it is. And that's fine. Like, it's still a fun show. But with that, certain things just need to die. Rest holds. Rest holds need to die. They are just boring. Ooh, watch me cradle your head kind of rather softly like a lover. Ooh, aren't you all stressed out as we lay here catching our breath? It's very boring. Like, honestly, I would just rather have them both pretend to be knocked out on the mat. At least then I'm like, ooh, who's gonna get up first? This match was boring as shit, but, you know, at least it had the right ending. Jeff Hardy won. Yeah, Jeff. Moving on. And then we all decided to drop acid for about 20 minutes as Elias came out to perform a concert. Honestly, Elias is one of the best parts about WWE right now. His entire gimmick, fantastic. Keep it up, buddy. The New Day came out. Rusev Day came out. No Way Jose came out with everybody else. Then Bobby Roode came out, and he hit Elias with a move, and yay, and why was any, why? This show shouldn't have been called Backlash. It should have been called Why. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Quick sidebar, am I the only one who thinks Big Cass should not be a heel? Like, I get that he's tall and intimidating, but you know, he has a young, baby-ish face. And on top of that, like, his voice isn't like deep and dark and demonic. Like, he has kind of a mousy voice. And I don't even mean that in a bad way. Like, I mean that in the truthful sense. Like, he does not have an intimidating voice. Like, wouldn't you just love Big Cass more if he was kind of like your lovable, tall, gentle giant instead of putting on this weird front of being a bad guy? To further prove my point, he tapped out to Daniel Bryan, a man half his size. He tapped out to Daniel Bryan. What a big, intimidating force you are. Carmella versus Charlotte Flair. Okay, so we're not even a month removed from Charlotte Flair doing the impossible and beating Asuka, thus ending Asuka's 900-some-day winning streak, which was a fine choice. But you mean to tell me that a month after that, she is already losing clean? And that's not to say anything bad about Carmella, but, like, Charlotte should be considered this, like, unbeatable thing at this point, not someone who can't perform a moonsault properly and then gets pinned. And, like, I get it, like, that's the finish, like, oh man, my leg hurts, oh, I'm getting pinned, oh, I lost. But, like, you can still, like, move your shoulder, can't you? Like, when you landed on your knee, like, you could still do this, right? You can do these, you can kick out. Well, not kick out, but you know what I mean. Words. So, like, does this mean that, like, Carmella is better than Asuka? Or is it some kind of, like, weird rock, paper, scissors, like, you know, like, Carmella is better than Charlotte, Charlotte's better than Asuka, but maybe that means, like, Asuka's better than Carmella? I don't know. I'm drunk. Let's move on. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. A match completely centered around the idea that grown men hit each other in the nuts. Wow. You have your WWE champion, your top guy, and he gets hit in the balls a lot. Nice. But let me go ahead and just state my main problem with this match. you had Nakamura turn heel at WrestleMania, which admittedly was a good call. But like, he should have won, right? He should have won. No disqualification, he should have won. Oh, quick sidebar. What's the point of having a no disqualification match if you don't do any of the fun things associated with no disqualification? Like, I get that they had like a chair for 30 seconds, but oh my god. He threw a chair at him one time. No disqualifications are great. Just give Nakamura the belt. That's all you had to do. But, you know, I get it. We can't let the Asian guy have the belt. But no, give the Asian guy the belt. Like, there's nothing wrong with that in 2018. There was never anything wrong with that. But, like, especially now, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, give him the belt. And then you can have AJ chase him for the belt. And we all root for AJ because he's the good guy. And you have Nakamura out there with the belt. And like, ooh, I don't like him, even though I still love you, Nakamura. You're great. A no disqualification ends on a count out. AJ still gets the belt, but the feud can continue. Fucking lame. Then we had a pointless tag match. Who cares? Fuck you. Moving on. And then our main event for the evening, Roman Reigns, the big dog, versus Samoa Joe. Can we talk about the video package that opened up this whole event? 75% of it had nothing to do with Samoa Joe. It was all about how Roman Reigns can't beat Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns can't beat Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns really can't beat Brock Lesnar. By the way, Samoa Joe's kind of an asshole. Thank God they're fighting. The first half of the match featured Joe getting cheered for the entire time, which is what you want, right? You want your bad guy getting cheered for the entire time. And Roman was booed the entire event, and that's what you want. You want your good guy to get booed the whole time. Roman wins, because of course he does. He's the big dog. He's the big dog with Superman punch. Oh, hey, hold on. That's my last sidebar. So Samoa Joe does this move where he like kind of suicide dives through the middle rope at somebody, and he kind of comes in and he clocks him. And you know, I love watching a fat man fly. And you know, that move that he does where he flies out of the ring, that looks like more of a Superman punch than anything Roman Reigns ever does involving the phrase Superman punch. It looks more like a Michael Jordan punch because he's like posing in midair. Kind of reminds you of the Jordan on the Nikes, but it's dumber because it's Roman Reigns. Overall, yeah, Backlash 2018, a terrible show. It sucked. It sucked. There's no other way to put it. I hope Money in the Bank is better. It should be. It'll involve ladders, which means it'll probably be more exciting than those no disqualification match we just had that involved one chair shot. Fuck everything. But I love you. Have a good night.